So today we will be presenting our storytelling project based on South Korea. Our group members are Corina, Lindsey, and Patricia.
So the migration to the United States can be divided into three waves. So the first wave of Korean immigrants reached the United States to work on pineapple and sugar plantations. The second wave of Korean immigrants was brought over because of the Korean War. The final wave of Korean immigrants was due to the fact of the 1965 Immigration and Naturalization Act.
Many Koreans were arriving in San Francisco after the first wave in 1903. Fortunately, Koreans were not allowed in San Francisco, therefore they had to relocate throughout California. Arriving in Riverside, California, which was where the first Koreatown was established in 1905, named Pachapa Camp. In 1918, Koreans relocated to Los Angeles, where a new Korean community took place. Assimilating to the American culture was very difficult for many Korean families. Therefore, they created churches, restaurants, and community organizations to make it feel just like home. Fast forward to the 1960s, when larger groups of Korean immigrants were migrating to the U.S., this caused an incline in residential radius for Koreatown, expanding towards the LA business district, right next to Chinatown and Little Tokyo.
These are the different levels of acculturation between Korean culture and American culture.
South Korean versus Korean American family and culture norms. So South Korean family values. In Korean culture, family is a very big value. They prioritize respecting elders, obeying parents, and choosing family before their friends.
Most Korean American families still hold their family in high regard, making sure their children pay respect to their elders as a sign of family hierarchy.
South Korean family dynamic. Fathers hold the highest authority, and the role of the wives and the children is to obey them.
In Korean American family dynamic, there's more of an emphasis on the individual rather than the community. Respect for elders and authority figures is more limited, and there's a focus on equality and the pursuit of personal happiness.
All work, no play education. South Korean education values. Korea is known to have one of the most rigorous education programs in the world, and their schooling can last up to 14 hours a day. The intense competitive education environment has led to multiple suicides among Korean students due to the pressure.
Korean American families still value good grades. However, there are a lot more families who push their children to follow their own path rather than just compete with their peers.
As far as traditions and holidays in Korea, there's Korean New Year, which occurs during Lunar New Year, and there's Chuseok, which is a Korean harvest celebration.
Korean American Day occurs on January 13th in honor of January 13th, 1903, when the first 100 Koreans immigrated and settled in Hawaii. Korean Americans still celebrate their Lunar New Year and Chuseok in America. They recreate the same traditions and have added their own American twists.
Pop culture in South Korea consists of K-pop, also known as Korean pop, with big groups such as BTS and Blackpink. K-dramas are also relevant in Korea. Popular K-dramas include Crash Landing on You.
K-pop and K-dramas are still a large part of Korean American pop culture. Not only a Korean American's identity, but a lot of other Asian American communities can find a sense of unity in these practices. Though K-pop and K-dramas originated in Korea, Korean American families still love them, and it's a large part of not only the Korean American identity, but a lot of other Asian American communities. Korean cosmetics have also become very popular in America. Korean brands such as Glow Recipe, Laneige, and The Creme Shop have been seen on American store shelves at Sephora or Ulta. Some of the traditional staple Korean foods are samgyeopsal, which is Korean barbecue, gimbap, which are seaweed wrapped rolls, kimchi jjigae, which is kimchi stew, and paejeon, which is a Korean version of pancake. Korean army stew, or budae jjigae, was the first Korean American fusion dish, known as army stew. There are also shrimp spring rolls, Korean steak and corn tacos, as well as strawberry and raspberry shortcake.
In conclusion, even though Korean and Korean American families are an ocean apart, they still share the same values and traditions at their core.